What's up everyone, it's Jambor's new video, new podcast, and I'm really sorry for my voice, but I wouldn't be able to create any other video, but I'm still experiencing kind of a flu and I'm talking like a smurf, so really sorry for this. I hope you survive, but I just cannot not to create, and this is like what I'm doing, and this video will be about what if. The series I made, there are already few what ifs of Eurovision, so check it out. And this one will be about what if countries are obliged to sing only in the country's language. That means Czechs can sing only in Czech, France in French, Italians in Italian, Spanish in this is going on actually a little bit, but of course let's Swedish or Czechs or whoever cannot be able to sing in English, but in their domestic languages. This is the point. I know that so many of you likes this idea that it will get back to this cultural element, singing in our own languages. And I'm asking a question like why this would be a thing, why such a thing should be like obliged, why it should be the thing which by rules needs to be happening. Just imagine it that, for example, the philosophy in Czechia kind of is that the artist has the only opportunity to shine in the world kind of at Eurovision. There is no other really option where to go, how to present himself or herself or the band on some bigger stage somewhere else. Extremely hard to get from this environment abroad. And you cannot do it with Czech language. It's simple. You cannot do it with Czech language. No one abroad would if anybody is caring about Czech language, it's already happening, right? So it has no value kind of in the world of music, especially like in very, very rare occasions can happen, something like Vesna or something, that it's something very specific, but in general, those things don't work really well, especially if they are forced. If Czechs are forced to sing only in Czech to go to Eurovision, first of all, you will cancel by this the people who wants to sing in other languages by their default, because they, for example, hope that some producer from abroad will find them or manager or somebody and they will have the career outside, which will never happen in Czech. So you will first of all lose those artists with the bigger ambition. Second of all, you will get the local stuff, and then how competitive it is. How competitive is Czech musical market in compared to French one, Italian one, UK one, Swedish one? Zero. The reality is zero. The reality is it's not competitive at all. The reality is not competitive at all, and it won't change in this matter. It is extremely hard to tell how Eurovision evolved to better for, first of all, not having this obliged, because I think no one tells you if you should do it or not. But imagine if you are forced, how many talents you will lose, how prestige of Eurovision will suffer. Because nowadays you can choose. Like we have the artist who can speak, who wants to sing Greek. Let's do it in Greek because it's somehow good. Or let's do it in English. Or let's do it in gibberish. Or let's do it in not our country language. For example, Slovak. This would be also disallowed. So why this rule shouldn't exist is more about losing the diversity, or you will get forced diversity, but you for sure would lose quality. Then you would lose the option to sing in the languages which are not native. So for example, the experiments, for example now Adonis, for example, would be forced to sing in Czech, but he's Slovak, he cannot speak Czech, he don't have an accent, he cannot, it's not his language, so you will lose this kind of thing to what kind of sentiment. I believe that if Europeans country in general care more about the other countries, about their music especially, the music markets are much more wealthier. But it's not happening because no one really cares about what's happening in music in the other country. We barely care about what's happening in general in the other country. This is the reality. So I don't know why Eurovision should be this, for few fans, be this, oh, let's hear those national languages. Like, use Spotify, use YouTube, it's easy, but what you should actually care of if those countries sending the best possible quality. I might more likely question if the countries should be represented by completely different nationalities. This I would understand more, but to really make it with languages in music, does it even matter what kind of language the songs have? And then sometimes I think you have the impression I don't like that songs are sung in the domestic language. No, I just think that I believe that we should bring more quality. This shouldn't be the quality thing. It's a language. Okay, whatever. It's a great song. This is what I'm questioning, you know. I don't care if it's in a local language. Okay, some languages sounds better. French, Italian, okay. But on the other hand, I care only if this is a good song. I don't care if it's in Italian gibberish or English or African language or Chinese. I don't care. I care if it's a good song. I don't give plus points because it's in domestic language. Why? Why is it important? Why is it even... No, it's not. I don't care. I care about send the quality. You're representing, and like in football, I don't care if in the French national team they do some crazy ritual before the show. I care only if they play a good football, if the players are the best. And this is what I care about Eurovision the same. Are we having the best players? Are we having the best coaches? Are we having the best teams? Are we having a great plan, tactics, music, sounds? Do we have this? I don't care in what language it is. It's irrelevant, you know. So imagine how relevant it immediately would find out this relevancy when the countries are forced to do this. And I'm telling you, the quality would be even lower than this year's Eurovision. And believe me, it's still possible to go below. Always it's possible to go below. And I think we should push more on better coaches, better producers, better singers or performers or combination, better music, better producers of music, and focus on this, you know, because now Eurovision's becoming more again the circus, about the show, about how it looks on stage only, because even the bad song can be completely saved by amazing staging. That doesn't make the song stand out anywhere else than just Eurovision. And I think it's a little bit pity that we should care about that the song lives even after, not just on this stage. It's fine, nice, wow, but not enough, you know. And I think this should be our focus better than how crazy effects we are using at Eurovision, because this is just one night after all. One night, but the music prevails, and we want as much as music to prevail as long as possible, right? Even if it's in domestic or whatever other language, doesn't really matter, to prevail in our hearts and in here, and ideally in generations. Even that's hardcore, of course. But this is what I think about this topic. What if you will write me in the comment below, what do you think about this topic yourself? Be even huge. I really like to discuss. I'm very curious about your thoughts about it, and you know mine. Subscribe, channel, like the video, become members if you want to support me, buy me a coffee if you want to support me. I'm very happy for all the members of the channel to supporting me also. And yeah, see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.